Good morning and welcome to the JWHL postseason play here. We're coming to you from the Kennedy Recreational Center just south of downtown Detroit, Michigan, in Trenton, Michigan. My name's Kevin Bryant. I'll be here for the call on the game. We have two undefeated teams in the Group A action. Coming up in the white home jerseys is going to be the North American Hockey Academy. They're going to be facing off against the Boston Shamrocks. Shamrocks have won both of their opening matches yesterday in this playoff format, 4-2 over the Little Caesars team and 7-3 over Ridley. For the North American Hockey Academy, we're just going to go with the NAHA. They won both of their matches yesterday, 4-1 over Ridley and 7-2 over Little Caesars. The NAHA has been having a stellar regular season, only dropped 2 matches, and they bested this Boston Shamrock squad 3 times, 6-1, 5-0, and 7-3, most recently back on January 7th when they played in the Bill Graves tournament in Rochester, Michigan. So both teams have finished their warm-ups. In the pipes for the Shamrocks is going to be Shayna Moore, and in the pipes for the NAHA is going to be Cammie Cornish, the signee for the University of Wisconsin. In the circle for the faceoff is going to be Kaya Lee for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks will take the opening puck, and play is underway. We're in a round-robin tournament action. This is the third and final game of 3 round-robin games. 2 top teams and both of the separate, we have 2 different pools. Top teams in both pools will play later on today in our semifinal, and then our final matches will take place right here in this inside the Kennedy Rec Center tomorrow. So droppage of puck now is controlled by the NAHA squad. Again, this is a team that possesses some very quality shooting and scoring. By far the most signees to colleges of any of the clubs that I've covered so far. It's about 10 of them, or if not more, that have already committed to playing college. And not all of them are seniors. We've got a couple sophomores that are already signed. So the Shamrocks in that black jerseys, black shorts. The NAHA squad in the red, white, and blue unis. Kind of makes sense, right? So both teams feeling each other out. With the way that both teams played, they are both assured to advance. So this is almost like a scrimmage kind of action here, because both teams will be playing in the semifinal round. Easy for me to say. Coming up later today. Now Boston will clear it out of their end of the ice. Unable to keep the puck into the zone was Albert. Now chasing it down, there's Nichols. Joined there by Masada. Up top, shot off of Tom. Tom's right off of the pad of Cornish. Boston has been skating well of recent. Had some early issues in the season, but ended off the regular season with 3 consecutive wins. And then winning 2 more games earlier yesterday on a 5-game tilt. North American Hockey Academy, though, they've been kind of on fire. Haven't lost since last year. December 8th. They lost a match to the Ottawa Lady 67. Since then, this team has been unstoppable. So clean action so far from these 2 top-tier teams. Here's an opportunity, a breakaway shot and a stop. Rebound out front. Scooped up there nicely by the Shamrocks defense. They clear it out of their zone. When you have a tournament, you have a strategy planned out for the entire weekend. And when you have a game in hand like both of these teams do, you would imagine that the coaching staff would be very liberal with the line switches and getting some of the skaters on the ice that may have not logged a lot of minutes to save the top shelf skaters for the semi and final round action later on today, as well as the finals tomorrow. We're thinking ahead, I know. This match just getting underway. Puck bounces right up into the glove of Cammie Cornish in the pipes for the North American Hockey Academy. Puck is controlled by Boston. A good steal there by Forsberg. She couldn't catch up to the scrum, though. Puck stays inside the zone and get a whistle. And it looks like the puck may have hit the netting, or it may even just had an offsides call. Interesting, we only have 2 officials on the ice for this match. Usually you have 3. Maybe the officials even know that this is an in-game where they didn't have to put the whole unit out there. Oh, that shot, a little kick save from Cornish. Boston has really controlled the puck in these early moments here, but not a lot of effective shots on goal. Now puck up at neutral zone ice. It's deflected off of one of the Shamrock skates. Down into the Hockey Academy zone. Shamrocks make a change. Likewise, so do the North American Hockey Academy. Got to go with just NAHA. It's a long way to say the North American Hockey Academy name. NAHA now up the ice. Unable to really develop any kind of spacing. That shot was kind of cluttered. Shamrocks, on the flip side, doing a good job of spacing out the ice and doing some cross-ice passes. We got a smattering of fans up into the crowd here in the Kennedy Rec Center. Folks coming from the East Coast. Stowe. Is it Stowe, Vermont? We're going to go with that. That's where the North American Hockey Academy hails from. And, of course, I wonder where the Boston Shamrocks hail. That's not even Googleable. Puck is dropped. Controlled up top now by NAHA. haven't mounted any strong attacks so far in this opening 7 minutes. Boston's really had control of the puck in their offensive zone. Sending it to DeSantis off of the board. DeSantis goes down to the ice. And looks like we may have ourselves a penalty, a slashing call. A slash will be on number 2 from the North American Hockey Academy, Graves. Via Graves signed to Holy Cross, only a sophomore. So now for our first power play opportunity, coming at 12:30 mark, actually, of the first period. That pass sent across the ice. Good job poke checking there by the, looks like that was Roast. Coming up the ice now was Ruthridge. She's the leading point scorer. One of the top point scorers in the entire league. The captain for the NAHA squad. We'll have an offsides and neutral zone dropping of the puck. Actually, we got a hook call there. Slid that one in on me. So now Boston will even out the folks in the sin bin. And that will be Leah. Kiara. Oh, yeah, we botched that one up. Leah is in the bench for 2 minutes for hooking. So 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute or so. Shamrocks release a shot off the stick of Tom. That was a soft effort right into the glove of Cornish. Both teams will make some wholesale changes. 11:28 mark of the first period. Nichols. Markovsky. And the draw. Puck stays down inside the offensive zone. Now it's turned over. Getting a lot of attention on the board was Cucoluto. 33 seconds for 4-on-4 hockey. And then this NAHA squad will be on the power play for about 30 seconds themselves. Good position to be in right here with controlling the puck. And now it's a turnover as Boston tries to clear it out of their zone. Successfully they do. We'll get ourselves an icing call with 4 seconds remaining for the NAHA penalty. Well, they'll come out and have about 42 seconds of power play action. Now here's the draw. Shot is, oh man, that was so close of going in. Right off of the stick, I believe that was Kuhn, Sadie Kuhn up top. She sent the shot just to the left of Moore in the pipes for the Shamrocks, and it just went outside of that left post. So now we have a power play opportunity for 42 seconds for the NAHA squad. Boston will pin the puck up in the corner. There's a stick down. One of the players for Boston is on the ice. Gets up without the stick. And that's going to be Albert, Julie Albert. Will she double back? No, she's going to keep her eye on that puck and try to play defense without her apparatus. And now we have a breakaway opportunity coming up for the Shamrocks. Number 16 on the breakaway. She comes in, scoops in. Shot is deflected right off of the blade or the skate of Roast. It's a good opportunity for Masada. Julia just could not corral the puck to let off a quality shot. So now both teams are back at full strength. The Shamrocks almost offsides there. There's a shot coming in, a little extra play there. Shot off of the stick of Kiana Lee, her sister, Kiara Lee. They're both forwards. I'm going to go out on a limb and call them identical twins. Same names almost and same graduating year. And we'll get ourselves an icing call. 9:25 in the first period on the game clock. 0-0 our score. Two teams in Group A of the Junior Women's Hockey League playoff. Both of them notching wins in the opening night of the playoff format, and find themselves already advancing to the semifinal round as the top two teams in their group. It's going to be a penalty there. Check. It wasn't a boarding call. I think that was going to just be a forecheck. A cross check. Let's see if that's going to be the call, because both the stick came off the ice. Almost a roughing. Is it a roughing, or we're going to get a cross check? It's going to be a 2-minute minor either way. Coming up on number 22, Upperville. And actually, they're going to call number 29 on the roughing call. And that wasn't Upperville. It's actually going to go against Spino. So Lauren Spino is in the box for NAHA for 2 minutes. And back on the power play goes Boston. Boston now possesses the puck. A head of steam coming up ice hard. It's taken off of there is Masada. Now with the puck coming back up ice is Taylor Tom. Tom makes her way across center ice. She'll send it in around the rink, and there's an offside's going to be called, so Boston had to retreat. Could have been a high sticking call. That one's looked away. Again, we only have two officials on the ice for this match. Maybe the third official's sneaking in late. There's a good forecheck off the blade of Kiki Roast. 49 seconds remaining on the power play for Boston. They'll advance it up into their zone by Marino. The shot off of the pad of Cornish. .25 seconds remaining for Boston. Goes over to Tom. Tom is kind of redirected inside there by Lee. And it'll be a glove save with 18 seconds remaining on the power play for Boston. Both teams will make some switches. Two new fresh lines coming out. For Boston going on is Julia Masada. And she's going up against Markowski. Markowski will win the draw. Markowski now with it. Final 8 seconds. There's a shot on the net. It's pinched right up against the post by the netminder. Cammie Cornish doing a good job between the pipes for NAHA. Only 5 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck is dropped, controlled by NAHA, and puck sent up the ice. No icing because it's right at the net. Good job of blocking it was Moore, but couldn't keep the puck moving So we'll have ourselves a face-off just to the right of Moore. Not sure she played, very cautiously on that play. Had a forward or a defenseman coming back and chose to eat the puck as opposed to keeping play going. Puck right behind, right off of the right foot. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. And that time right there, Shayna Moore, man, you're lucky. Another opportunity. NAHA now peppering the net. They're turning up the tempo. There's going to be some high stick in there. We'll have ourselves a face-off outside the zone. Both players' sticks were above shoulder level there on that play. Puck controlled now off of the draw. It's the Shamrocks. Approaching 6 minutes here in the first period. A couple Shamrock defensemen on the ice, or forwards on the ice. Have numbers right now for NAHA. That centering pass is deflected out of the crease. NAHA with it still behind. They send it back into the corner. Unable to get a quality pass. NAHA keeps that puck in their zone. Good job coming back in. Making a change and keeping control of the puck. And taking players right off of the puck. Now Boston with an opportunity. Going up the ice is Cucoludo. Cucoludo going down to her knees. Now Boston possessing the puck. Had a player coming right down to the center of the goal was Nichols. Nobody saw her though. Screaming for the puck up top is Taylor Tom. Nichols now sends it in. And NAHA able to clear it out. Get 3 fresh skaters out onto the surface. Good idea there by Tom, but the pass is just a little wide. Kick save. Now putting some action in, getting that rebound. NAHA. Definitely have turned up their action on the offensive end. This, I'd say, about 3-4 minutes in. Now we're going to get ourselves a high stick call and get it was actually going to be a penalty. Thought we might just get a dropping of a puck. But we'll get a 2-minute penalty for Leah Marino of NAHA, and Boston will find themselves on the power play once again. 4:01 on the scoreboard for the final first period. Now here's a breakaway opportunity. Shot upstairs, blocked. Stretching out was Verrier. Errant pass sent across the ice, so Taylor Tom will have to take it back and regroup. And a real bad pass there off of Tom. And likewise, turnover for NAHA. Chasing down that cheese was Worthrich. Anxious to see Worthrich find the back of the net. just knowing that she's such a prolific scorer. Here's a good opportunity, a shot. Just wide. It's a good drop pass, and Lee couldn't unleash the shot. His Bunn across the ice, right over to Taylor Tom. Her long one-timer is wide of the net. 35 seconds remaining on the power play. Calling for it is Bond across ice. She's sneaking down. Taylor Tom, she'll send it inside. Tied up inside is Umperville. Umperville could not unleash and try to redirect that shot effort. And with 15 seconds, both teams will make a couple new changes. And one last opportunity for Boston here on the power play. Umperville, she'll chase it down. Unfortunately, she's taken off of the puck, and that'll do it for that power play. Now flipping the script real quick, comes up the ice is NAHA. Both teams at full strength now as that penalty has expired. We're under 2 minutes here in the first period. That shot almost had eyes. Squoze in between the pads of Shayna Moore. Good quick reaction. And we'll have ourselves a face-off inside the defensive zone for Boston with 1:41 remaining here in the first period. Puck's controlled by Boston. Good job of forechecking. NAHA taking Boston right off the puck. Unfortunately, they couldn't corral it. And now Boston exits their zone. Calling for the puck up the ice was Kiana Lee, but no one found her. Roast and Wagner on the Shamrock offensive player. Sending a puck out of the area as Roast, as we're under 1 minute to play here in the first period. Offsides will be called. And Kaylee Denali could not exit out of the offensive zone after tripping down to the ice. 41.2 on the clock here in the first period. 0-0 our score. You're watching the JWHL 11th year. This is our postseason action. Hope you're enjoying all of the back and forth, as well as the entire weekend of action here. So we're under 20 seconds remaining, going down to the ice. It's Cornish making sure no shots can sneak by her in the last 5 seconds. We'll tick off of the clock, and we'll go to the second period. After just a couple moments break, we won't clear the surface with the Zamboni, but we will take a quick break and be right here for the beginning of the second half of the action between the Boston Shamrocks and the NAHA squad from Stowe, Vermont. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the JWHL playoff action between Boston Shamrocks and the NAHA squad in the red, white, blue jerseys as we get going here in the second period. 0-0 the score. Both teams coming into this match not really needing a victory to advance to the next round of this playoff format. And thus, you didn't see a lot of really people going over on playing on their heads and trying any kind of crazy stuff. These two teams are out here really just doing a good sparring session because both will advance to the next round as they are the top two teams in Group A. I'm Kevin Bryant here on the call. And that shot is sent into the netminder, Shayna Moore, and she will smother the puck up. A lot of players hitting the ice there. Officials, only two officials here. Chose not to blow the whistle. It looks like both benches had some discussions with the players. The tempo and pace is picked up already than what we witnessed in the first opening period. There's an errant pass. Unfortunately, player inside the zone, so Boston had to retreat and couldn't attack it. Good deflection from Shayna Moore in the pipes for the Shamrocks. That shot, Moore comes well out, cutting off of the angle. Going down to the ice was Marino. She'll take her seat on the bench. It's kind of a hard spill. Shots dropped down by Boston as they make a quick change. NAHA now on the break. Joel, the big defenseman. Now we'll go over the ice to Taylor Tom. Sneaking in is Julia Masada. Back up the ice comes NAHA. With it now was Callie Forsberg. And it looks like we had a high stick call because we'll have a neutral zone, or actually an offsides call. I have a dropping of the puck just under our broadcast area here inside the Kennedy, I wanted to call it Taylor, but Kennedy Recreational Center. Breakaway. Shot is off the glove and then off the top shelf. Oh, there's a shot. Took the stick right out of the defenseman's hands for NAHA. Now NAHA back up the ice. And Jensen out there. Bornson, right when I say Jensen, Maddie Jensen. Johnson heads to the bench. She's replaced by Wuthrich. Joined by Fess. Roost. Good job by Wagner putting a stick out on the puck, but it does find its way out of the area right when the NAHA squad opened their door to make a change. The puck followed the player into the bench area. So we'll have ourselves a dropping of the puck just outside the offensive zone of NAHA. Boston now get the puck out of their zone as Tom. Back inside, coming in, a little give and go action. A lot of speed coming in. Stymied there right at the net, though, was Rutherich. Now Rutherich with it. She's taken down to the ice. And now we'll have ourselves a penalty on Boston on a hold. And that is on the play where Rutherich was taken down to the ice. And actually it's going to be on Trey Bunn. The defenseman will take a 2-minute break and the sin bin for holding. So coming into the circle is Masada for the Shamrocks. Masada will save it back to Albert. Albert ascended around, unable to clear it out of the zone as NAHA is on the power play. Shot inside, redirect, bounced out. It's another shot, save by Moore in the pipes. In front of Moore, she has Nichols, Masada, Albert. Good saves, coming and standing up. I'm going to get a good, that was a good job in the net there by Shayna Moore coming up. Not just cutting off the angle, but cutting off any kind of visualization of finding the pipes. Now on the ice for Boston, you'll have Tom, McKay, Werner, and on the draw was Lee. Lee will take the puck, and they actually clear it out of their zone with 1:06 on the clock for the penalty. NAHA now will corral the puck, and that's Roast. She'll send it up the ice over to Porozinski. That shot's over the net, off the blade of Porozinski. And again, we'll have ourselves actually a penalty. Oh, we had to get another apparatus on a little biscuit. And last puck found its way through the netting. So for the draw, NAHA is Alinka Bryce. And chasing the puck down is Graves. Bryce will send it back. Bryce will try to corral it. She'll take it into the zone. Centering pass, though, a little bit too far. It's intercepted. Both teams will make a change here with just 20 seconds remaining on the power play. Boston doing a great job on this kill. Not really showing any type of openings for NAHA to exploit. They're trying to send the puck in and try to get some type of redirect. And there is a timely ending of the penalty for Boston coming out of the box. DeSantis hit the ice, got a pass. And it looked like we had ourselves is it an icing or an inadvertent whistle? I saw the official point at his chest like he blew the whistle by mistake. And it looks like we'll just have our neutral zone dropping of the puck. Boston with it. They've taken off of the puck. Screaming behind the net in their own zone. With it was Johnson. Borgson now. There's a shot, redirect, going into the ice hard. She hit her head up against the back of the board. And I'm not sure what's the number of the player, but immediately the team is, the play's blown dead. And the player, we're going to have a trainer come out and check on the player, because you could see there on the shot, she kind of redirected the shot towards the net. It was blocked, but then lost her balance and kind of banged the back of her head up against the board, and that's where you get these concussion type of injuries. This is one of those scenes you just don't want to see inside of a match where anyone gets injured, especially in a match where the outcome really will not dictate for either squad them moving on to the semifinal round. Just everyone is don't want to miss the number, but it is 23. Annabelle Lacombe, the Northridge University signee, is not doing well. She's going to have to take her seat on the bench and regroup. Hopefully we will see her back on the ice shortly. Now the officials blow both teams back out onto the ice. And it'll be Ruth Rich and Masato. That pass is just a little long. Putting the stick down was Masada. That shot right in front of the net. Good job of going down. It was Cornish swallowing up that puck. Cornish hadn't seen too many shots on the net from Boston. It's a very good defense, NAHA. Trying to hit Denali on the breakaway. That puck kind of slowed down after it went off the board. Didn't have that same type of ricochet action. Kind of found itself up a little bit too high. Now here's a shot. Deflected in between some skates. Both teams, after that stoppage of play for the injured Annabelle Lacombe, trying to regroup, and there's a shot that's saved by Moore. Always takes some time for players to get back into the flow of things after there's a stoppage of play, especially for an injury. Kind of lose all of that momentum on both sides. So no score here in our second period. Both teams with quality opportunities. There's a shot. Rebound is kicked back out to the top of the zone. Good job of keeping control of the puck for NAHA. Both teams are playing very, very solid. Based on the regular season, you would have thunk that NAHA would come out here and spank Boston, but Boston is showing that they're worthy of being on the same surface with this team that has not lost a match, NAHA, since December 8th of last year. Shamrocks now with the puck. Clear it out of their zone, but turn it over. center action now. Controlled by Joe Hall. There's a trip, and we're going to get a penalty coming up. And Graves went down to the ice, and it looks like the culprit is going to be taking herself right over to the sin bin. Was Kiana Lee. And that's Kiana Lee slamming that door closed. I don't think she was happy. So now power play opportunity for NAHA. They'll get the puck off of the draw, center ice. Slowly going down to the ice surface there was 17 for NAHA. Forsberg now coming into the net. Good job of a steal. That was an outstanding play by Madison Nichols as she chases the puck down in her own end. Doing a good job of killing. Nichols, above average skater right now. Nichols will take a break after that stellar play. 2-on-2, now 3-on-2. Good job, right on the doorstep. Oh, wow. Right on the doorstep was Darcy Joe Hall, and she could not find the puck quick enough before the Shamrocks defenseman just scooped in and took that puck away. No one was at home. That would have been an easy goal if she could have just put her stick right on the puck. Now here's the captain. A big C on the chest of Ruthrich. Ruthrich finds her way at the top of the zone. Under 45 seconds remaining on the power play. It's NAHA. Now it's Ruthrich. Forced the action, cross ice. Couldn't get any kind of help as far as a teammate redirecting when that puck got inside. Good job by Boston right now. That shot is a little bit too high. Final 20 seconds of this power play. And Boston unable to clear it out of the zone. It's a good shot. Went behind the net. And this one's going to squirt out of the zone. I'm not sure if NAHA, the final 10 seconds, will have one more opportunity. Here it comes, though. It's just a great kill by Boston. That'll do it for that penalty. Coming out of the net hard with a lot of steam is Lee. She'll catch up with the puck. Lee comes around, and then she's taken down to the ice. And Lee, looks like that's going to be Graves on the call. And it has to be a tripping call here. Or slash. We'll see. And there's going to be old Captain Hook. So it's a hooking call on Graves, 2 minutes. And Boston finds themselves with an opportunity now. In the circles, Masada. Kicking it up the ice, though. It's Fess. Boston now set their ice and come up with their attack. Boy, NAHA really extending their defense and doing some good job of forechecking. Boston cannot mount any type of momentum or attack out of their own end. Errant pass again and a turnover for NAHA. Boston is just bottled up, and the first 40 seconds of this penalty has just not been clean. Boston will get another lineup out as this NAHA squad tries to clear it out of their zone. Successfully they do. Corralled now by Tom. Cross ice over to Lee. Puck sent up top to Albert. Albert will send it inside. It was redirected to score. Albert sent it in. She'll get the assist. And the goal is actually going to come to number 22, Kerrigan Umperville. So Umperville get credit with the goal. And then, I believe that again, it was Albert up top. Sent the shot inside. Got redirected right at the net by Umperville. And Boston take a 1-zip lead on the power play. Now turnover again. Boston with the puck. It's Nichols fighting off the defender. And Boston feeling good about themselves now. Again with the puck. That shot is just too wide. Now the puck is cleared, going down to the ice though. One of the Shamrock players making the way over to the bench. Werner. Good save there by off the stick and a little bit of the right leg of Moore. Right on the doorstep, and that one's a goal. Right over the left shoulder, glove, hand, and that goal will go to Darcy Johal. So Darcy Johal will tie things up immediately after Boston was feeling real good about themselves. And it's just an outstanding shot, top shelf, right over the glove hand. Bar down goal, went right off that top post, right over the line. That was sweet. Now Joel again with it. She's taking off the puck this time. Her stick is still steaming off of that last goal. And Boston with it. They'll take it up out of their zone. Weaving around, shot right at the net. Lot of, oh man, sitting down on her backside was Cornish. I believe she got a stick on that shot. There's just a lot of traffic inside the net. She did a good job of bouncing right back up and eyeballing that puck. Boston again, sending the puck down into the zone. But not really chasing. Almost like a stall going on right now for NAHA. And Boston's lurking. So with the puck now, double backing around is Taylor Tom. She'll drop it off to Werner. Werner is taking off the puck. Boston remains control. Now this could be problems. Ruthrich on the ice. She has two players flanking her. She gets up top side. And what a, oh, that was a goal. That was a goal. Ruthrich, she took Moore right out of her skates, right on the doorstep. She went backhand and found the net. And for this NAHA squad, I was saying they're a prolific scoring team, and they showed it just right there. And a couple of the defensive folks for Boston is making sure their netminder is okay, because Shayna Moore kind of went down kind of awkwardly on that goal and got a piece of the netting actually that's taken over to the scorer's area. I'm going to see, well, they are going to credit the goal. They're crediting the goal. Boston's taking their time coming up back into the face-off area. A little discussion going on there. So about the 15 and 20-second mark of the second period. That goal's going to get credited to Emma Ruthrich. Now back comes up the ice, 2-on-1. There's a shot. Good job on the save by Moore. Another opportunity. So 2 consecutive goals by NAHA. Here's a turnover right in their offensive zone. Good job on the defense, though, from Albert. Catching up with the puck is Bunn. She'll try to corral it and get it out of the zone. And now Boston has it, and they will exit it out off the shot of Julia Albert. Morrow, Savis. Didn't feel like keeping the play going because coming back in, doubling back in the zone was Porozinski. Devin Porozinski came back inside, and Shannon Moore thought twice about keeping that puck live. So we'll have a dropping of the puck. 3:20 remaining here in the second period. It's going to be a penalty coming up. And that puck, unfortunately, is going to find the back of the net. Boston was in a delayed penalty, and it was coming up, and I'm not sure who's going to get credited on the goal. And they're actually going to call this. They're going to call that goal off. Yeah, because how can, on a delayed penalty, how can a team actually score a goal? That was going to be an interesting call. Both officials come together, and they decided that the goal is going to be disallowed because there was a penalty that was going to be coming up on NAHA. In the meantime, there was a deflection of the clearing pass by NAHA as Boston was the netminder. Moore was making her way off of the ice. The puck turned around and vacated and found its way in the back of the net. And for a second there, NAHA thought that they were going to get credit with another goal. But unfortunately, they're going to get credited with a penalty. So Maddie Johnson is going to take a seat. They're going to take that goal back off, and it's just going to be a 2-1 lead. Well, it looked like it was going to go to a 3-1 lead momentarily for NAHA. So now everything is sorted out, and Boston's on the power play. Good save there from the NAHA defender. I think that was Graves. Oh, there's a sneaky fake you out shot. Going down the ice was slowly too was Kiana Lee. And she's getting up to the ice slowly now. Let's see what the penalty be on NAHA. And that'll be a 5-on-3 hockey. It's going to be a slash called on number 15. That's Leah Marino. So with Marino going to the bench, this is a huge opportunity to tie things back up if you're Boston. Right off of the draw, there's a shot. Caromed right in front of the netminder, bounced over the net. Boston keeping that puck in their zone. You got Tom up top, sends it over to Albert. Albert's shot, trying to find it inside was Kiana Lee. And now that puck will exit out of the zone. All the way up ice. Still with plenty of time. This 5-on-3 hockey. Boston kind of seems like they're not turning up the tempo. This is the time where you want to be sending that puck across the ice. And they're doing NAHA a favor right now as they set their lineup. Now they come inside their offensive zone. And up top is Cucoluto. She'll go over to Tom. Taylor Tom will send a shot inside. That shot is for a moment rebounded out in front of Cornish, but Cornish does a good job before that puck can bounce away of corralling it. And now we'll get another kill lineup coming in for NAHA. Puck is dropped. And Julia Masada And it looks like we're going to get an offsides call. One of the players is trying to exit the ice, but going to get an offsides call, and Boston will take an opportunity to put their number one scoring unit back on there, Kiana Lee, on the draw. She's going against Denali. Kiana Lee, the puck was stuck on her stick or her skate. Now Boston has it. 14 seconds left with 5-on-3 hockey. Boston's really going to have to push the pace right here if they want to take advantage. Up on top. That shot is found right inside. A couple players tangled up. Shot off of Taylor Tom's blade. So 3 seconds remaining on 3-on-5 hockey. Won't be any changes for Boston, but NAHA will come in with 3 new players. Got Ruthrich, Feast, and I think that's Roost. On the draw coming in is Kiana Lee. And it's right there on the doorstep, but good job of coming outside, and really coming outside of the pipes was Cammie Cornish. Put her big mitten right down onside the puck, and now we just have a one-man advantage for Boston. On the ice for Boston right now is Cucoluto, Lee, Tom shifts down into a forward position. Masato and Nichols. There's a crafty little shot there off of Taylor Tom's stick. And we're coming to the end of the penalty now. Shot up from the point from Bunn. It was harmless. And now leading pass up. There's a sprint for the puck, and we'll get an icing call before Lee Marino could chase it down. Only 28 seconds remaining here in the second period. 2-1 lead for NAHA over the Boston Shamrocks here in this matchup. Little scrum in front of the net. NAHA corrals the puck. Clear it out of the zone, but turn it over in neutral ice. Good play there going to the ice is Boston. Off of the blade of Kiera Lee. And that'll do it for the second period. So 2 consecutive goals after 1 goal from Boston, 2 consecutive unanswered goals for NAHA squad. They will take a 2-1 lead after the end of the second period. We'll get the Zamboni to come out and clear the surface, and we'll be right back here for the third and final period of this matchup between the Boston Shamrocks and the North American Hockey Academy. Don't go anywhere, folks. And welcome back to the Kennedy Rec Center for the 11th annual, well, the 11th version of the Junior Women's Hockey League playoffs. The Boston Shamrocks got our scoring going in that second period with a goal. And then coming back with 2 consecutive goals was the North American Hockey Academy. First goal was by Darcy JWHL. And then Emma Ruthrich. And scoring the goal was Kerrigan Umperville for the Shamrocks. So we're back out here in our third and final period of play between these two teams. They're in Group A, and both will advance on to the semifinal action later here today. Of course, you can catch that action right here on our YouTube broadcast of the JWHL. Now corralling the puck there. Good pass. And shot is high and over the net. It looks like that was Bryce on the shot. Check that out, it's 15, Marino. There's Bryce. She'll send the puck in behind the net. She'll trace it down. A couple skaters trying to adjust to the new surface. Falling down. Pass went right through the 5-hole. Way to go down and get a good block save there from Kiana Lee. Could not dislodge herself from the NAHA defender, though. And now NAHA Hockey Academy will control the puck. They'll send it up to the center ice. And we'll get ourselves an icing call as that puck traveled over a couple lines without anyone touching it. So we'll go all the way up ice. We'll say to the east side of the arena. Yeah, coming in for a face-off and a last-minute substitution. You're going to get a stoppage of play. The bench for NAHA, the last minute, sent the player screaming onto the ice. Sonja Borgen, or Borgson. So I had a redropping of the puck. Now it's controlled by Boston. Exited out of their zone. A couple cross-ice passes as Boston will make a change. Corralling the puck. It's Kuhn. Kuhn weaving her way up the ice. She'll drop it to her right. Tried to get the pass back. That player's bottled up right in front of Moore. That puck goes behind the net, though. Good job by the defense of Boston. Almost over skating it was Trey Bunn. Up the ice hard. Here's Ruthrich. Ruthrich puts on the gas. She's surrounded, though, immediately by 2 Boston defenders. This NAHA squad is really putting on the pressure to begin this third period and possessing the puck inside their offensive zone. Here's an attack during the change. That shot is sent into the side for the rebound. Icing is waved off after that redeflect. A deflection off of 2 skaters right inside. A shot on the doorstep by Kiana Lee. Kiana Lee now with it. Tries to get it over to her sister. Kiara Lee. Marino now, cross ice. She'll send it back in. Now here comes Marino, weaving her way in. She's taking off the puck, goes down to the ice hard. Now breakout pass. Callie DeSantis couldn't get a hold of it. A good job of backpedaling for the NAHA squad and playing some good defense. Centering pass, too wide. Ruthrich. That was a tie up there. And let's see if there's going to be a hold on number 7, Julie Albert. Or are they going to call the retaliation from the NAHA player? And still having some words was Julie Albert. High stick. She'll take a 2-minute break in the sin bin. And the NAHA squad will have a power play opportunity. Going in on the draw is Ellie Markovsky. Markovsky with it now. She'll send it back up top to Ruthrich. She lets Fess. Puck sent over, wide. Shot, rebound, no. NAHA squad trying to come in from the left side. Now they'll change their zone over to the right. .90 seconds remaining on this power play. Boston clears it out of their zone. A cross ice pass. Coming in was Joel. Joel already has a goal in the game. There's Joel. Got that pass down low. And Johal, she'll take a seat on the bench. A new skater will come in. Denali. Good pass from Denali. She just found a stick. Denali with the pass. And she'll get the assist. And on the goal is going to be Ellie Markovsky. Markovsky didn't have to do too much with that pass. That was a pinpoint pass right on the blade. And Markovsky finds the back of the net. And this NAHA squad will take a 3-1 lead over the Boston Shamrocks. Power play action there. So now Boston will have to regroup after giving up 2 consecutive, or actually 3 unanswered goals. Clearing it out of the zone hard was Bunn. Bunn again finding her way to the puck for Boston. Scooping it up there is Tom. Tom with a head of steam. No numbers though. She'll just send it towards the net. Boston will try to set up their offense. Good forecheck there by DeSantis. Coming into and taking that steal was Forsberg. Forsberg on the breakaway. Forsberg coming into the net. And good job of cutting off that angle by Moore. Boston now with an opportunity. Not real numbers. Skating is Umperville. She's the only goal scorer for Boston so far. Keeping it in the zone. Good job by Boston. Joe Hall is playing a good match so far for that North American. Oh, we switched our lineup on it. That was Albert for Boston. Now pass sent across the ice. Scooped up by Wagner. Wagner coming in. Head of steam. She's taken off the puck. Coming back up with it now. Coming up the ice hard. Masada could not find anyone. Now she finds the puck. Will double back around. Picking up momentum. Coming into the zone. She's pinched. Off of the puck. Shot off of a skate. And Lee now finds her way to the puck. A little tripping action going on. No penalty called. 44 was involved in that action. Jensen for NAHA. Now with the puck up ice by herself is Borg Jensen. That was a nice little pass between the legs. Like that action. Kiana Lee. Pass it to the wrong side. Cucoluto. A little pirouette. Good job coming back and taking him right off of the puck, though, was number 20. DeSantis. And it looks like we'll get an offsides call. 3-1 our score here. 9:48 on our game clock. Going to have a dropping of the puck at center ice. Ruth Rich. Carteret. I haven't said Carteret's name so far tonight on that draw. Ruth Rich now. Quickly up the ice comes 17. It's Forsberg. Ruth Rich now. Drops it for Forsberg. Boston, though, good job of checking. Taking possession of the puck. Icing is waved off. And a good job of directing traffic by Cammie Cornish. Right on the doorstep. That puck is just vicariously bouncing around, and now it is scooped up by Shayna Moore. That was scary. Looked like they were going to give up another goal, was Boston. And the puck was just bouncing around vicariously in the air. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. That puck just bounced right out in front, and it was corralled. And it looks like we'll get a timeout called by the Boston bench. And now the officials are blowing both teams back out onto the ice surface after that timeout by Boston. North American Hockey Academy took a commanding 3-1 lead off a power play goal by Ellie Markovsky. And now just 8:51 away from their fourth victory over the Boston Shamrocks of the year. Now on the draw, Helenka Bryce and Julia Masada. Masada's been taking a lot of the draws for Boston Shamrocks. There's a turnover in the zone for Boston. After that timeout, I'm sure the Boston bench was reminding the players on the ice how crucial this game is. More for the psyche of the players than for the standings into this postseason tournament. As far as playoffs are concerned, both teams are going to advance. But if you're the Boston bench, you definitely want to let your players know how they can take bits and pieces of this match and utilize it for future opportunities when they will more than likely see a team named NAHA, a team that hasn't lost since December 8th. And that puck is shot towards the net, deflected off the glass over the head of the goalkeeper. Icing is waved off as Boston makes some changes of their line. There's a turnover for Boston. They keep the puck alive. Now this is a good opportunity, a shot out front. Kind of a knuckleballer. A stick save. Simple by Cammie Cornish. Now Boston has definitely done a good job as far as trying to pepper the net. Now here's a breakaway. Here comes Forsberg. Forsberg with a shot backhand. One way of trying to take someone off the puck, Markovsky sends her stick at the puck. She'll go down and scoop up her apparatus. Now back up goes Forsberg. Forsberg cross ice. Good move there, and the player will go into the netting, and that was Joe Hall. Joe Hall took the pass, and looks like we may get an interference call. And the player crashing into the netminder. And they're actually going to call that on number 20 for the Shamrocks. And it's Callie DeSantis. 2-minute penalty. So unfortunate for Boston. They'll have to kill this penalty to get back in this match. But not just kill, they're going to have to find the back of the net. 2 shots from NAHA over the net, though. NAHA, good job there by Moore. Moore goes right down, and she really stymies Wagner, who was on the doorstep trying to bang that puck right in the back of the net. A couple times right off of the knee area, left knee area of Moore. Moore will come away with the save, and with 1:18, we'll have a dropping of the puck. That puck sent up ice. No icing. As Cornish comes out of the net. And 55 seconds remaining on the power play. Here comes up the ice the NAHA squad. NAHA drops it back. The shot up top. Rebound is put in the net. Moore had the first save and couldn't keep the second one out by Halinka Bryce. And Bryce actually, I think during the celebration, might have taken a shot to the midsection. Kind of goes down to the ice. But Bryce will get credit with the goal. And now, and that was a power play. The second power play goal on this match for the North American Hockey Academy team. Trying to get to their average about 5 goals a game, and they're sitting on 4 right now. 5 minutes remaining here in this contest. The Shamrocks of Boston are going to have to really turn it up if they're going to want to get back into this one. They'll send the puck up ice. Forsberg now with it. She'll take it into her zone. 2-on-2. No numbers, so she'll eat it. Puck stays in the zone. Real close, though. I'm sorry, that last play wasn't a power play goal. That was a shorty by Halinka Bryce. Check that. There was actually a penalty at the end on Tom after the goal. I just didn't see that call. So under 3:45 remaining in this match. Commanding lead for the North American Hockey Academy. With the puck and a man advantage. But not in a real hurry. Until now. And now they're at their average. Mariah Wagner with the goal. Top shelf. The mom hides a lot of stuff from us up there on the top shelf. Could not hide that biscuit from the back of the netting. And if you can hear that sound right now of zzz, that's the air going out of the balloon for Boston Shamrocks. Five unanswered goals scored by North American Hockey Academy. That goes by, I believe the first one was Darcy Joel. Then you had Emma Ruthrich. L. Markovsky with the power play goal. And Halinka Bryce with a shorty. And then that last goal by Mara Wagner. Robert Morris, University signee. So we're under 3 minutes remaining here in this match. And Boston came out with a lot of energy. Good sparring match, really. And held their own for the first, I'd say, about period and a half. But then after the goal started to get scored by North American Hockey Academy, you could see the stronger unit really take over. Not to take anything away from Shayna Moore inside the pipes for the Shamrock squad. She's definitely seen a lot of shots come her way, though. And here's another one. A rush on the net. Moore will go down and scoop that one up. 1:54 remaining on our game clock. Both teams will advance on to the semifinal round because both teams are the top two teams in the pool, and they're in the A division and the B division as well too. But both teams will be playing later on this afternoon right here in the Kennedy Recreational Center in the semifinal round. Be surprising. It would not be surprising if both of these teams moved on to the finals as well. There's Forsberg now with the lead pass. Her shot finds the middle of the breadbasket for Shayna Moore. 1:14 remaining on our game clock. There's a shot off the draw, right off the shoulder of Moore. And we're under a minute to play. Usually about the time of the match where the officials will allow a lot of extracurriculars to go. The bad thing is sometimes players take that liberty and take a little bit too much liberty. And officials still have to keep an eye, especially with two teams who will be playing more hockey this weekend here in Trenton, Michigan. So final 25 seconds of play. We do have a player down on the ice, and we're going to get a delayed penalty called against North American Hockey Academy. And just what I was saying, the officials still have to keep an eye on the play. And one of the players goes down the ice, and Kiki Roast will be taking a seat in the sin bin. Not sure what the infraction will be. Kind of looked like the player took some action upstairs to the head area. You know, officials are trying to sort things out and relay that information over to the official score as the Shamrocks player is trying to gather themselves. They were making their way over towards the bench and just didn't have enough energy to make it there, and wisely waited for the trainer to come to them. Now, this is really unfortunate with this match in hand. There was a major penalty assessed. And taking her time, exiting the ice for the Shamrock squad. Two teams exchanging some words right now, of course. Don't like anything like this to happen at the end of a match. And that was one of the assistant captains. I'm not going to say a wrong number, so just going to let that one go. 18 seconds remaining in this match. Puck now is dropped. And that's something right there that happens at the end of a match. It usually carries over to the next time these two teams will face off. Get an offsides call there. Yeah, officials. One more time for a little bit of FaceTime here. They'll drop the puck as we wind down the final minutes of this match of the Junior Women's Hockey League. And that will do it as the North American Hockey Academy will skate away with a 5-1 win and advance. Both teams will advance on to the semifinal round action here later today in the Junior Women's Hockey League. So for my camera person, Robin, I'm Kevin, and I hope you enjoyed the telecast, and I hope you join us again right here for the JWHL 2018 playoffs. Have a great day, folks.